Hello friends, and welcome to Cooking with Rod. All the ingredient amounts will be down in the description below, and you can pause the video as you do each step of the recipe. If you make this recipe, please leave a comment and let us know how it went. Alright, today we're making Snickerdoodles, which are basically a stupid name for cinnamon cookie. So we need to preheat our oven to 375. Prepare a baking sheet with either parchment paper or silicone mat. Alright, so we're going to get our dry ingredients together in a small bowl. So we're going to put in 330 grams or 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Now we're going to need 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. We'll add all that into the bowl, the small bowl with the flour, and then we'll whisk that up and set that aside until we need it. Okay, now for the wet ingredients, we need 1 cup of unsalted butter, softened, that's 226 grams, or 2 sticks. Okay, we're going to put that in the bowl of the stand mixer with the paddle attachment, along with 1 cup or 200 grams of sugar. Okay, we're going to mix that with the paddle attachment to light and fluffy. It takes about 3 minutes. Now we're going to add 2 large eggs. We're going to mix them in one at a time. Make sure the first egg is well incorporated before adding the second one. Then you're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You're going to mix that in until combined. Now you're going to mix that on very low speed and add in the flour slowly until just combined. Now we're going to switch to a spatula and scrape down the sides of the bowl and mix in any leftover flour. Okay, now you've got to coat these in cinnamon sugar. I happen to have some already mixed up, but basically it's 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon and 1/3 of a cup granulated sugar. Mix that up really well in a bowl, and then we'll get ready to roll them around in there. Okay, using a cookie scoop, we're going to scoop them out and place them on a silk pad lined baking sheet. Then we're going to take each one individually and roll them in our hands until they're nice and smooth. Then we're going to roll them around in the cinnamon sugar and then place them back on the cookie sheet. You want to bake them for about 8 to 10 minutes or until they're puffed up and starting to wrinkle around the edges. Let them cool on the baking sheet for at least 5 minutes before transferring them to a wire rack. And there you go, Snickerdoodles. Enjoy. If you like my content, I'll put a couple of videos that you can watch until my next upload. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share with your friends. We'll see you next time.